Come here. Come here. Your will is strong.
Hey, everybody. Your will might be strong, too, if you've made it this far in life. Episode 400. Come on, everybody. Wait, hold on one second. We have to celebrate somehow, right? What's the best way we could celebrate on a podcast? I guess it would be... I didn't... Oh. I can't believe this. I can't... No. I had all these party sound effects ready. Like there's gonna be a big party, big gathering of people and screaming and all that fun stuff, and none of that happened. So all we're gonna do, button up our shirt and get ready for this shit. We're gonna pop open a beer. Episode 400 of Nick the Rat Radio is the August 23rd, 2023. Tonight we'll be drinking Modelo. We'll be drinking some Modelo tonight. Don't know what you're drinking, but I hope it's as good as Modelo. Cheers. I thought I'd do a little something different tonight. Well, actually, the something different will be something what I used to do. I used to have like show topics and stuff. Like there used to be things we used to learn. Remember this? Well, it's really hard to do the show with no help. So Diane's been gone. It's been a lot of work without her. So that's why we really haven't any like shows with topics or such. It was just random shows. But tonight we have a show topic. Not only is it like woo-ha, yay, 400. It's a me, Mario. No, what does that say? Well, tonight we'll be discussing a mythical creature most people probably even... Yeah, I know, this show has topic... Yeah, most people probably never even heard about. I'm going to blow your mind tonight. And we're going to try to maybe even catch, murder, kill one tonight. Have you ever heard of the Agropelter? No, you haven't. Okay, so shut up. Sit down. You haven't heard of the Agropelter. Sit down. If you heard of the Agropelter, you're pulling my chain. You never fucking heard of this thing, okay? We're going to be talking about the Agropelter tonight because I found it to be very interesting. He's a monster. Very, very scary, creepy monster. We're going to be talking about him. I might actually be going out of the sewer tonight. Leaving the safety of the pipes for your entertainment. I might die tonight. Maybe Blitz is right. Maybe I should go to Kick. People on Kick, people want to see like people get killed and stuff on Kick, right? That's why it's like kick.com. Kick them in the com. Kick them right in the com. Kick them in the com. So we'll be doing that. We're gonna have first time caller line is gonna be open very soon. 917-719-5923. You could call. You could leave. Also, best wishes. We'll be taking best wishes. If you want to leave a voicemail right now, you could leave a voicemail saying how excited and proud you are of me for sticking around for episode 400. This might be the last episode. I might die tonight, people. This Agropelter, no joke. It's a very serious, dangerous monster that's been in the wooded areas of the Northeast America, and I will be going out into the wilderness tonight in hopes of finding and murdering one for your entertainment. You're a sick bastard. Just want to see things die. What else is going on here? Wait, where are my notes? God damn, I really missed Diane. The show's been going through the changes. You know, it always changes. Usually not for the best. Usually it's been the changes in the show. Like getting less money. The scientists have been paying me less. They've been they giving me Modelo to drink now instead of that good stuff. Just drinking, whiskeys and whatnot. Now I'm drinking just I don't even know what this is. Actually, this is pretty good. What am I saying? Hold on. Where are my notes? There are my notes. Okay, here we go. Whew. I feel better now. I feel better. Oh yeah. Also, September is almost here. I think it's like next week. Is next week September? Where are we? No, next week is still August. Once September rolls around, we're going to start creepy season up in the sewer. Because 1 month's not enough. Oops, excuse me. Sorry. William in the chat, I will hopefully not die. There is a chat room you could join. It's hashtag sewer chat on Zero Node if you're in the IRC. Or you go to Discord, or you go to Twitch. You could do all three of those. And maybe one day I'll be on Kick. Just don't hold your breath. I'm fucking slow. I haven't even released last week's episode yet. It's all pressed. It's ready. The art's ready to go. I just didn't hit upload. Maybe I'll do it after the show tonight. Ow. You ever get a pimple in your armpit? I think that's like the best place to get it. It's weird. When you pop a pimple, you hear it pop, but you don't. It doesn't make a noise, but you hear it pop. Like if you're the person that has the skin ripping, you hear it, but nobody else does. But it's not even like you hear it. It's like a weird seventh sense type of thing. Something about those armpit pimples are just so fun to pop. Now, before I lose all the listeners to the show, before it's over, we're going to do what people really like and listen to some music. Because the music is all really good. CC BY 3.0. Check it out. This one's on SoundCloud. NCMFYT. Work the game. I'm not going to die from popping a pimple. That would be fucking horrible. Hi, everybody. We're still in the studio. I didn't leave the studio yet. We're still underground in the sewers of Brooklyn, New York. It's gonna be scary. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this creature here, the Agropelter. Came around in the 1910s. That's when this mythical creature. Can you have mythical creatures from the 1910s? Is there like a date before it becomes mythical? Well, I guess like Slender Man might be considered a mythical creature. I guess myth just means it's not real, right? Like even like Superman's mythical. Do you think in like 2,000 years from now they're gonna look back at our society and see like Superman stuff and think people worshipped him? And they'll tell stories about Superman, like how he was probably a real person or something. Like the people in the year 2000 worship a man that they thought came from a planet called Krypton. They built statues for him, made documentaries, got tattoos. It's weird. Maybe the people that were like worshiping Zeus and all that, maybe they weren't even really worshiping Zeus. Maybe that was just like their movies for the time. Like, oh, you see that new Zeus? Did you read that new Zeus book? You watched that new Zeus movie? Yeah, it was a good one, right? Yeah. Like maybe they didn't really like worship them. Maybe that's the only just like those were just the characters they had. Like if we didn't have like say we had, you know, like we didn't have like Jesus and all that, we had like Spider-Man or something, just Spider-Man. Maybe we'd just put him up on buildings. Like just because we have nothing else to put up on a building. If we didn't think of like the gargoyle shape, maybe we would have like Batman or something. Maybe it's all just either way. This is like a creature that lives in the forests of from like Maine to Oregon. All up in the trees. A lot of tree there. There's like maybe a tree, one or two outside. So I'm gonna go check those trees out. There's a lot of grass. A lot of grass around the sewers around here, but I'll be in the grass probably to hide in case it sees me. It's a very mean creature. It lives in like the hollows of trees. Like if you ever see like a tree that has a hollow, like a hole. If you're a dendrophiliac, lube it up and have fun. But if you're not, watch out because it might be filled with an agropelter. Now, agropelters, they would hang out usually where there's lumberjacks because they don't like people cutting down their trees. These agropelters live in the tree, not even like just in the tree. They like live in the tree, like inside. Like there's a hole in the tree, and they go inside there. And they got these they look like they got like a body of a man, like a really muscular dude, like a really diesel guy, but like a monkey face. So it's like a monkey face muscle man inside of a tree. And if he sees you around, he starts chucking shit at you. He'll like break branches off or rip the nuts off the tree and hurl them at your face. And that's why they're called the Agropelter. Because, their aggro is like, start a fighting, aggressive. And pelter is when you take the fuzz off an animal and you make a belt or some shit. So their name really represents exactly what they are. They got these big ass fucking arms too. There's a lot of depictions of them with like they're almost like slinky looking arms, like if Popeye and Gumby fucked and had a kid and stuck him in a tree, it might just be the Agropelter. And it would I have a couple stories that I found. I was looking through some old folklore that I've collected through the years inside of, because in the sewer there's a lot of books down here. People just throw stuff out, and sometimes you get these really rare books. I got a couple of really rare books that have stories about the Agropelter. I'm going to share some of them with you later. I've read them. I'm just going to break them down, and I'm going to tell them to you. I'm not going to read word for word from the book. Nobody wants to hear that. They just want to hear me. They just want to hear me. Juking and jiving. The Agropelter, from what I could tell, if it's not real, but I think it is real. I have a lot of reason to believe it is real, especially from the stories that I know, and a couple other things I'll get into maybe after the next break. I can't get into it now. I can't talk about it because my lawyers, etc., etc., NDAs out of my asshole. Today, if the Agropelter wasn't real, but it is real, even though it's a mythological creature, it's real. So kind of just forget everything that I might have said at some point. But, I would, you ever hear of like a widowmaker? They call them widowmakers. It's like old trees. And, they just fall on people in the middle of they call them widowmakers. Maybe it's not a widowmaker. Maybe it's the Agropelter. Maybe those widowmakers aren't actually widowmakers at all. They're just, they're the creature, the Agropelter, hanging out in the fucking trees, throwing shit at people. Pardon me. Welcome, Brycycle. First time chat. Wow, that's interesting. What does this do? What does this little button here do? It's like a sword. I could click a sword. I don't know. These chat programs are weird. What's going? I lost my notes. Where's my notes? I gotta open my notes. I can't see. Where's my weed? Oh boy, there's my notes. Okay, everybody. I got my notes. I'm feeling good. We now know what the Agropelter is. What it do look like. But how do you kill it? What's the best way to kill an Agropelter? That's the question that I find myself asking myself when I come to work every day. Is would it do be like? So let's think about that for a bit. If you could imagine what it would be like to kill an Agropelter, or if you ever met one, please give me a call now at 917-719-5923. Would you eat the remains of this thing? Would you chop its long sausage-like arms up to be kielbasa and cover it with horseradish? Or would you not? Would you run like a little bitch? But if you do need protection, I think I might have something for you that we could talk about after this break. But let's take a quick break right now. Oh boy. And then when we come back, we're going to thank some people. Then I'm going to gather up my balls. And I'm going to bring them outside and try to hunt me down an Agropelter. Here's Marcus Howard with Hold Me.
If you are falling, will you fall with me? If I was calling, will you answer me? The timing was up, but would you wait for me? Hold me like you hold me, and if it's over, let's pretend for one more night.
Anyway,
Hey, motherfucker.
anyway,
Take the ride!
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm kind of excited about this segment right here. This is the donation segment. Donation segment. You over there. We have a P.O. Box. P.O. Box, Nick the Rat, 90549, Brooklyn, New York, 112009. Over here. Somebody sent me something. Somebody sent me something. I didn't open it yet. I'm going to open it now. I want to see what it is. It was in a box. Somebody sent me something. It's over here. Somebody sent me something. Let's see what it is. It's a gift receipt. Kissy kiss from Mike Roch. Well, now I can see what it is. It says right here what it is. Oh boy. Let's see it. Thank you, Dr. Sir Mike Crotch. Let's see what my doctor could give me. Oh boy. It is a human skull wrapped in bubble wrap. Oh, this is actually creepy. Ugh, I almost don't want to touch it. This looks real. Dr. Sir Mike Roch, is this like somebody you know? Ugh. Oh, this is really disturbing. Look at this sucker. And there she was, wrapped in plastic. Very, very cool. It's actually kind of nasty looking down on the bottom of it. Like, I don't even want to touch that. Is that real? What is this made out of? I'm going to go cover this in mayonnaise and masturbate into it later. This is Diane. It even comes with the jawbone. Cool. Yeah, there she was. Here, I'll take it all the way out. I'll touch it. Ugh. It seems so real. Is this real? What is this? Ew. Ugh. Yeah, look at this. And it comes with a jawbone, too. Why is it? Ew. This is really disturbingly almost realistic. Very, very realistic. It's... Ew. Ugh. Hello. Thank you so much, Sir Dr. Mike Crotch, for this very strange and disturbing skull. That's wild. All right. That was Diane's skull. Diane word. Let's put this over here. Okay, watch. Thank you. If you'd like to send me anything, you just send to PO Box 9 and I'll open it on the air. I'll open it live. If you want to see what it was, there's video of this. There's if you go to youtube.com/NickTheRat, you could check out some of the video of this. But this is mainly a podcast, so you don't have to do that. But what it was a very realistic looking skull. We could also send donations at nicktherat.com. Nick the Rat, you go to nicktherat.com and you go click donate, and then there is a thing for PayPal buttons there. You could donate through there. Let's click here and find if we have any donations this week through the PayPal. Looks like we might have one or two. We have received payment from, I read initials, the amount, and any notes. $4.20. From Mac. Thank you, Mac. Mac's been around for a while. Thank you so much, Mac, for the 420. I appreciate you. I'm actually curious about what you are about, Mac. Are you PC? No. Cheers to you for the 420. Yeah, I should. Let's do a blinker. I mean, was that it? That might have been it. That might have been the only donations this week. What was last day? I think there was one more. 16, 17, 18. That was on, oh, that's the legal agreement. 16th. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Was there any, there was, you could also donate by boosting with Satoshis, and Booberry hit me up with 1,200 sats saying midnight in the sewer. Thank you so much for your sats, Mr. Booberry. It's such a good time talking to Booberry. He's a good dude. He's a good dude, that Boo. The Booberry. Thank you so much for that, Booberry. You could also use Twitch. If you got Prime, you go to Prime. You go to Twitch on Prime. If you got that, you give me a free thing there. That's the only reason I'm on here, for the free money. Whee! We got Wonka Willie with followed me 7 days ago. We got DJ Slave. Give me a shout out. DJ Slave 1. Great. You go check her out. She's a great little DJ. Brycicle followed me 13 minutes ago. Thank you so much, Brycicle. It's Dr. Sir Mike Crotch. Resubbed with Prime. They've been subbed for 5 months. 10 minutes ago. 5 mouths. What? What the mouth do? What? 5 mouths? What the month do? Oh, yeah. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Oh, also, this episode about the Agropelter is 100% because, I'm trying to, inform you people about dangerous stuffs if you're in the northeastern area where might be some woods and some trees with some holes and shit. It has nothing to do with making money or selling my soul to my job for the scientists that want to sell a product, but it's very strange that they just happen to happen to be making an item that you could buy that could fight off Agropelters. An Agropelter repeller, if you will. And I think it's going to be really cool. I'm going to be taking one out tonight with me. I think they still have it on the product line. I'm not sure if it's done yet. I have to go check with the scientist before I go out to see if I can take it with me. I really hope I can, because if I bump into an Agropelter and I don't have my Agropelter repeller with me, I'm in a lot of doo-doo. I'm in a lot of trouble. But so let's just take a quick commercial break. Thank you, everybody that donated. You are the best. Thank you for Dr. Sir Mike Crotch. Thank you for giving me head. And everybody, you guys are great. I hope you have a... you guys are great. Community is needed. I was hanging out with my friend the other day. He was feeling really sad. He's like, I think I'm having a midlife crisis. I'm like, you're like 4 years old. What's going on here? You can't do that. Rats don't live too long. Actually, 4 is very old for a rat. Ultra duper old. I mean, like he was 1. He was having a midlife crisis at 1 year old. I take back the 4 number. And I was like, dude, it took you this long to realize that there's really no point to anything. Like, I knew there was no point to anything a long time ago. You just have to enjoy the now. And a good way to enjoy the now and not think about the oncoming emptiness of reality as it falls apart in front of your face is to join a community. Community, connection is protection. It's very good to be with people that are like-minded as you and to do things with them. Anyway, let's listen to this commercial break. We'll be right back. I think I'm a little drunk off this model.
Introducing the ultimate solution to your lumberjack nightmares. Are you tired of dodging debris thrown by those pesky Agropelters? Look no further. Introducing the AgroGuard Pro. AgroGuard Pro. The world's first Agropelter repellent device that is in a league of its own. But wait, it's not just a repellent, it's a game changer. Behold the power of the AgroGuard Pro, a nuclear-powered chainsaw designed to keep those Agropelters at bay. With its cutting-edge nuclear power core, the AgroGuard Pro generates electrifying force fields that send Agropelters packing. Say goodbye to the unwanted aerial debris and hello to the hassle-free lumberjacking life you always wanted. Its reinforced chainsaw blade ensures you'll be slicing through logs with ease, while the ergonomic grip guarantees maximum control and precision. The AgroGuard Pro is just a tool. Isn't just a tool, it's your ultimate sidekick in the forest. Don't let those Agropelters get the best of you. Take back the forest and make logging a breeze with the AgroGuard Pro. Agropelters never had it worse. They used to love throwing shit right in your face, but now they're getting shit fucked up in their shit fucked phase. Last I saw an Agropelter, his shit was all over the side of a tree. Somebody had the AgroGuard Pro and they sliced that piece of shit up real good. Order now and receive a complimentary set of Agropelter repellent goggles to complete your ultimate lumberjack arsenal. AgroGuard Pro, where innovation meets nature head on. Get yours today and experience the revolution in lumberjack technology. Only from the Dark Sewer Network. Order yours today, $699.69. Call now. Operators are sitting on their fucking hands like pieces of shit. 917-719-5923. Yeah! Fuck those guys up, yeah! AgroGuard Pro.
Cat skin with Kill the Poor.
Efficiency and progress is ours once more. Now that we have the Neutron Bomb, it's nice and quick and clean and gets things done. Away with excess enemy, but no less value to property. No sense in war, but The sun beams down on a brand new day. No more welfare tax to pay. Unsightly sun's gone up in flashing light. Jobless millions whisked away. At last we have more room to play. Our system is going to kill the poor tonight. Gonna kill, 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 kill the poor. Kill, 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 kill the poor. Kill, 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 kill the poor tonight. Behold the sparkle of champagne. The crime rate's gone, feel free again. A life's a breeze with Eunice Millwide. Jane Fonda on the screen today. Convince the liberals it's okay. So let's get dressed and dance away the night. While they kill, 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 kill the poor. Kill, 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 kill the poor. Kill, 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 kill the poor tonight. Kill, 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 kill the poor. Kill, 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 kill the poor. Kill, 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 kill the poor tonight. Behold the sparkle of champagne. The crime rate's gone, feel free again. A life's a breeze with Eunice Millwide. Jane Fonda on the screen today. Convince the liberals it's okay. So let's get dressed and dance away the night. While they kill, 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 kill the poor. Kill, 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 kill the poor. Kill, 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 kill the poor tonight. Kill, 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 kill the poor. Kill, 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 kill the poor. Kill, 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 kill the poor tonight.
Hi, everybody. We're outside of the sewer now. Looking for the Agropelter. Hopefully I could possibly find one before the show's over. And before I get pelted with anything. Well, while I'm waiting out here, I think the phone line still works out here. Let's see if we could test to see if the phone line's working. Hold on. 917-719. It's 917-719-5923. That's the phone number. The phone lines are now open. We're going to be taking calls. If you want to talk about the Agropelter or congratulate me on 400 episodes or send me head, you could do that just like this caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Nick the Rat.
Hi.
It is I, Stillwater.
Greetings, Stillwater from Spearfish.
Hey. All right, so we got to hunt this thing down. Now, in situations like this, I always think, what would Batman do?
Well, if there was an Agropelter in a tree, he'd probably buy the tree. He's really rich.
Okay, all right. Let's look at it from the detective angle.
Midnight in the Sewer.
So we're going to do some detective work here. All right, so the Agropelter. What do we know about it so far? We know its environment, out in the woods, you know.
Hole in tree. Tree hole.
Mm-hmm. Usually in tree holes, okay. Now, what are some of the stories that we have of encounters with Agropelters? And we see what their strengths and weaknesses are, and we compile that, and then we build a profile.
It's a lot of stories about lumberjacks being found squished under sticks in the middle of the woods, like they would fall right on top of them. There was a foreman once. There was a foreman. I think it was like 5 guys, and he was one of them. He was the 4th. He didn't want to pay all of his workers because he was a really, really shitty guy. Everybody hated him. They found
Very
him.
stingy.
They found this guy under a tree, like dead, and all the 4 other guys that found him, the foreman, they said that there was an Agropelter. Totally, he was throwing shit. They all ran away, but the foreman got killed, and he took his wallet too, or something. But yeah, they didn't catch it.
Oh, interesting that it took its wallet.
Yeah,
because up until that point, I was like, well, this is a environmental protector kind of entity at first.
I know. What is the wallet part about?
But the foreman's wallet, huh?
I don't know. Maybe the foreman had pictures of his wife in the
that has
wallet
a wrinkle.
or something. I'm not too sure.
I mean, so if you want to go and draw this entity out,
yeah,
the way that Batman would do it would be to do the same things that these other victims did right before they were, offed by that entity, and so start chopping down some trees. Might get its attention.
There's not many trees around
but
here.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, anyway, let's explore this further. What other evidence do we have?
Well, there was another story. In Maine, there was his name was John the Chopper, they used to call him. Really popular logger. He used to go to all the bars after he would chop wood for his family. He would go to the bars, and women loved him. They would see him. They would. He would like, I'm married. You got to get away from me. Blah blah blah. He would take them into. He had a tree house where he would have coitus behind his wife's back. Now one night, his wife looked up in the tree and saw his butt, his ass widespread, and some girl was pegging him in the ass. And then the wife saw the Agropelter throw a rock and hit him in the head. He fell out of the tree and died.
Okay. Wow, there's a lot going on in that one.
Luckily, the wife was there to see the Agropelter throw the rock. Otherwise, nobody would have known how he got hit in the head with one.
Okay. All right. Well. Huh. So that time, that guy wasn't... Well, okay, he was chopping down trees again.
He was a logger.
Yeah. I mean, he might have been stalked for a while, and the whole extramarital tryst might have been uncircumstantial, Like, it had nothing to do with it. Maybe the Agropelter was just seeing this guy chopping trees down.
Yeah. Hunting him. These things need to be stopped. That's why the sewer scientists made a nuclear-powered chainsaw, which they were supposed to give me, and they sent me out here to kill one. But there's no trees. I don't have this chain. I don't know what's going on right now.
Okay, it's okay. Stay calm. That's what Batman would do.
I got a cool skull. I got a cool skull. Somebody sent me.
Oh yeah, that is a cool skull.
It's really scaring me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's normal. Most skulls do that. It's like there's eyes there, but there's not.
I wonder if the Agropelter has a skull in its head, or if it's just like not has a skull. Maybe it's just got like really hard brains.
Well, that gets into the question: is this a physical, real world entity, or is it somehow incorporeal?
It's true. He might be from like another dimension.
Yeah.
he might.
I mean, there's a lot of people that feel that Sasquatch is an extra dimensional and not just a physical thing, but it can zip into another dimension at will.
This thing might actually be related to the. This might be like Bigfoot's retarded little cousin, because he sounds kind of like he's a big hairy humanoid, but he just has really long arms. Like he's got long arms and he's in the trees. He might, maybe he's like maybe he's Bigfoot's gimp, maybe like he's like his
It
pet.
could be. There's a lot of questions here. We need to explore this because that is what the world's greatest detective would do. You know,
You gotta explore
is
it
to
before you know it.
study every angle possible here.
I too am a big fan of Dora. There was also a story about there was once a logger, and he was making a log cabin in the. This was in It was like 1902 or something. He was building a log cabin, like on the border of New York and Canada. And the story goes like this: that he was almost done building this log cabin. And then his family went to visit him because he was he was just like a recluse. Like he wanted to get out in the middle of the woods. His family went to his house and found the house. They went to the log cabin, and when they went into the log cabin, all they found was like dresses and high-heeled shoes and lipstick and all this. And they saw him in the bathroom.
Terrible.
They saw him in the bathroom covered in blood, and he was hit in the head with like a stick. Somebody hit him in the head with a stick, and he was also dead. And they said it was the Agropelter.
Okay, that one actually sounds more like a serial killer. Especially with the last bit, with the all that creepy imagery with the dresses and the whatnot. Ugh.
No, those were his. I think those were his dresses.
Yeah, that doesn't make it less creepy.
And then the family said that they burnt the house down after they saw the stick in his head, because they knew it was the Agropelter and he could be in the house still, so they burnt it down.
Oh. Okay, all right. So,
and then they said they
were there
disowned
any
him
other
'cause-
accounts that take place after this one?
Well, yeah, that was like in the early 1900s. There's accounts.
Oh, okay. Because I thought this was going to be an open and shut case, like someone already took this thing out. But that might be either that there's more than one, or that might not have been the Agropelter.
There was,
but question everything, but never rule anything out. All right, let's keep looking into this.
There was another story a really long time ago. Somebody saw the Agropelter, and they followed him, and the Agropelter was doing some magical stuff. It was it threw sticks at this person to try to get him away, and threw rocks at the person to get him. But he kept following him. Nothing the Agropelter could do could get this guy to stop following him. Then the guy was documenting it, and he said that he saw this Agropelter walking on water, so magical powers. At one point, the Agropelter was touching. It was like rain. It was raining, and it went into a leaf, and the Agropelter was touching it, and it turned to wine.
Okay, it sounds like he's stealing some of Jeezy Creasy's moves. But there's a lot of paranormal entities that cannot cross rivers, and so we can rule out most of the other paranormal creatures that cannot cross water, as far as it might not be related to any of those. So we're getting to a point where we can start ruling stuff out. This is good.
That's
all right. Is there anything else you got?
I have so many stories. I found like this whole book. There's a whole book.
Ooh, was it leather bound?
No, it was like linen or some shit. It was leather.
No, that's okay. Did you still smell the pages? I
Yeah, it was
find
covered in that
pages
glue.
of old books smell really nice. That's
Yeah.
one of the reasons I love reading books.
There was one more. I could tell you one more account of the Agropelters that I was reading about.
Okay, to do some more detective work, of course.
This is the scariest one I think yet. There
Okay.
was a lady, and she had a job.
No way. Okay, I'll let it slide. Go on.
She worked for a really, really powerful person, and this person was probably an Agropelter because she told a story. She accounted a story of he threw it looked like a stick. It was a long brown thing. He threw it, and it went right up into her cooter. It was I don't know what it was, but it was she said it was an Agropelter, and it was a very strange story. There was a dress involved as well. She's got proof that he exists. So I believe he's out there.
Okay, that last one,
Yeah.
I think it has nuggets of truth to it, but I think it might be mostly a beautiful folktale. I was actually entranced by it from beginning to end. I loved that story.
You did?
I might tell it to my grandbabies one day. But anyway, even the outlandish ones like that might still have some nuggets of truth.
Well, we
But
could find out. I think I think the Agropelter likes throwing things.
Mm-hmm. That does seem to be the Agropelter's signature move.
Maybe we could attach
Yeah.
like a catcher's mitt to this chainsaw, because the chainsaw could cut down the trees that he's usually in, and the catcher's mitt. I'll tell the scientists this: they should attach a catcher's mitt to the chainsaw to catch all the sticks and the rocks he throws.
Well, I'm thinking about maybe a smaller chainsaw that you can do on one hand, and
Yeah.
then a catcher mitt on the other hand, so you can
Ooh.
kind of. It's not quite dual wielding, but it's so much as it's like a sword and a shield.
Yeah. I'm liking
Except
it.
for the Agropelter. You know, so that you can catch something thrown up with one hand and then strike with the other. You know?
Oh man,
I mean, these are all things that I could see Batman doing, so I think we're on the right track here. Anyway, Nick the Rat, it was lovely talking to you. Love you and everyone in the sewer chat and on a No Agenda stream. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Let's catch that Agropelter. Love you. Bye.
And thank you so much for congratulating me on my 400th episode. Thank you so much, caller. See, it's callers like him that really just make you feel full of pride and joy in being real. Where's this goddamn chainsaw? I feel I could be killed at any moment here. I'm gonna have to call the scientist. Maybe I'm gonna get the scientist on the phone line. We're gonna let's take a quick musical interlude, and let's listen to a song. We'll be right back. This one is by Noel DM. This is Ninth Son. I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna call the scientist and tell him about the catcher's mitt idea, because I think that might save my life. Put that shit on that chainsaw before you give it to me, please. Thank you so much.
You're building a rat ship here.
Hey, motherfucker.
I'm going to get this party started.
Okay.
Hey everybody, this is your friendly fucking radio station hijacket alien, Zindu, coming to you from the sewers. I decided to sneak in. I know Nick the Rat is out, so I figured that this would be the perfect opportunity to take my 33 nutsacks and swing them on down into the sewer. Fucking... What happened since I've been gone? I've been gone a long time. This fucking everything over here is all sticky and gooey. I don't know where anything is anymore. I don't know. He's hiding. He's hiding his weed somewhere. I don't know where he's hiding it, but I'm gonna find it. He's out right now. He's hunting for a fucking girlfriend or some shit. Was he in Arpo gators or some shit in the trees? I don't know. I had somebody send him in. I sent in a little design to the scientists. I sent in a little design for a weapon to fight these creatures that they don't even really fucking exist. But it's a good weapon. It's a really fucking good one. A little unstable, but Nick the Rat's out there. He's hunting this what is it? Agro thrower, agro tosser. It's like it's a little fucking whatever. I don't know, some shit flinger. Either way, he's out, and I figured I'd come in here. Oh, wait, yeah, no, I just found some of his stash. Let's hit that shit. Here we go. I hope he likes the taste of my butthole, because that's how I inhale. Anyways, let me get a little something off my chest. I got something on my chest. I've been trying to make some money. I'm trying to make some stacks. I'm looking around at what's going on in the world and how. And some of the richest companies and some of the richest people out there. I'm trying to figure out how they did it so I can do it too, because that's how life works, right? You see something that's working and successful, you too you could do the same thing. You could replicate the success that you see. So one of the biggest success stories there is out there is probably the pharmaceutical companies. I think they're pretty big. Other than, coming to the planet and killing everybody like the military, I guess the only other thing I could do is sell you guys fucking drugs or something. It's great. I've been doing so much research. They don't know what they're giving you. It's like if I took my spaceship and I went back in time to the 1910s when there's these guys selling fucking snake poison in like jars and shit. You drink it, you might go blind, but it might also cure your fucking the little wart on your dick because you might go blind. You won't see it anymore. Problem solution. Modern day needs modern solutions, but when there's no problems, how are you going to have a solution for it? They got these pills. They don't even know what they do. They got these pills. What do? They make you all jumpy and excited. They might fucking change your brain chemistry, rewire some synapses, make your fucking asshole so tight you can't shit no more so you gain weight. Or maybe it'll make it too loose and you shit too much and you lose weight. But in the end, they really don't know what kind of fucking, what they're dealing with. It's almost like they're Satanists, these fucking people up in your doctors. They're just like these horrific, they're like, hey, what can we give them? And then they got like, they only need like 10 people. They just need 10 people that are on top. That's probably all they really, they fuck that. They just need one person on top to say that this is the good thing. That's what you need to do. Oh, you got a planner's wart? All right, well, my company just made this fucking product, And I'm going to tell all the other doctors that this is what they got to tell people to do because we did the research. Do you want to see the research? Sure, we'll wrap the research up in mumbo jumbo and slap a big check on it and send it off to you anyway. So, even if you don't read the research, which you shouldn't because the research will make you know that we don't even we're statisticians over here, We're not scientists. We're just taking numbers and we're taking the numbers that we want and we're filling in holes. We're filling holes. That's what I like to do. I got all these cocks. What am I supposed to do with them? Fill holes. So I'm going to fill up some of these fucking holes with my cocks. And So, there's if you got these drugs to sell, I got a drug, okay? I made a pill. What does it do to you? I don't know. It gives you the sweats, the shits. It makes you feel a little hot. Who can I give it to? Who needs the sweats, the shits, and to get a little hot? I don't know. Well, I have to make up something. I have to say that, I don't know. If you're feeling lonely, because being lonely is, it's hard. You shouldn't be lonely, and there's definitely different layers of loneliness. Some people are lonely level 1. Meaning, like, they might have 5 roommates, but he's not really very friendly with them. So you're lonely. That's level 1 loneliness. But there's a spectrum. That's how you really sell. Because lonely level 1 guy, he could take my pill like once a day. But lonely level 2 guy, that motherfucker's gonna have to take my pill twice a day. Now, you might be saying, how does this loneliness pill work? Well, if you get the shits, you rush for the bathroom. Now, if you're in a group with other people all getting the shits and you're running towards the bathroom, you're going to work together as a group to figure this out. And it's going to cure your loneliness. Lickety split. You're going to be like, you're going to either hate being around people or you're going to love it. They're either going to help you in your time of sweaty shits or they're going to really just disappoint you in your time of sweaty shits. And it's going to cure at least your level 1 spectrum of loneliness or your level 2 spectrum of loneliness. Now, listen here. This drug's not been made yet, but we're going to fucking make it for you. If I could prove that there's even a level 3 level of loneliness, meaning if you don't have a pet in your life, you have a fluffy hole in you, and that fluffy hole needs to be filled. Now, if you can't fill it because you're a fucking horrible person that doesn't know how to raise a pet or take care of something, this pill that gives you the shits and the sweats, it's going to be great for you. Now, it's okay because the FDA, it won't kill you. The FDA approved it. I paid them off a lot of money. They tried it. They got the sweats. They got the shits. It does it as advertised. But the thing was, they were like, who are you going to sell it to? I was like, well, these people that are lonely. And they were like, yeah, but loneliness, that's just like whatever. That's like an everyday thing. Every fucking person is lonely because you're stuck in your own body. You're in your own vessel. There's no way that you're not lonely. If you say you're not lonely, you gotta fucking I got a boat I gotta buy from you because you're a good salesman because you're a fucking liar, you fucking lonely piece of shit, and you need my drug, which we're gonna be selling to you soon. It's gonna really, really cure it. Now I was like, well, what are you gonna do? These adults, some of the adults, they think that they're not lonely, but the kids don't know that they're not lonely yet at all because I didn't tell them. So I gotta make these commercials, and where am I gonna put them? I'm gonna put them on, public TV. They're going to be on the trains. They're going to be on the planes. They're going to be in the automobiles. They're going to be every fucking way. You're going to see these pictures of people having fun together, smiling, and in little tiny words, it's going to say you're going to get the shits and the sweats. But in the big words, it's going to say, join the society or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. There's going to be some sort of like a feel good thing, a fucking thing that's going to really sell this drug that I just made up for a group of people that have a disease because everybody has the same thing. It's not even it's fucking wild. And then I'm going to get the kids on it. And once the kids are on it, I'm going to start to I'm going to make it kind of cool to be lonely. I'm going to be like, it's either cool to be lonely or cool not to be lonely. And then these drugs, you could take them at different levels. Like you could take like a little bit of it just to be a little bit lonely, or if you don't want to be lonely at all, you can take a lot of it, and there's going to be different colors and flavors and shit we're going to be doing, and there's going to be people, we're going to give it to people. We're just going to send it to kids that are like on the internet that have a lot of people, a lot of eyes on them, a lot of eyes on these kids, and we're going to give the kids these drugs, and they're going to be like, oh man, we have to rename them, so we can't just call, I didn't even have a fucking name for it, but I was just going, We'll call it the fuck, whatever. I don't give a fuck. We'll call it the lonely pill. The lonely pills. You know, we're straight to the point. Why do all these drug companies got to put these weird fucking names on these drugs? Like, they're renaming them anyway. It's like Ozempic. That's not even the name of the chemical compound is like fucking pseudomonoglutamate or whatever the fuck it is. And then they put the name on it. Why don't they just call it what it does? Like, you know, well, they don't know what it does, so that's the whole fucking problem. Anyway, we'll call, you know, the Dubskis. We'll call the lonely pills, the cool kids will call them the Dubskis. And how many Dubskis can you do? Because you don't want to be lonely at all. You want to get your pants filled with shit. So we're going to give these kids, these influencers, to take these pills, to shit their pants and put it online, and then they're going to try to sell to other kids and tell them how cool it is and how fun it is to not be lonely anymore. And all that. Wait, we could have like signs of loneliness, like, oh, did you ever like look out the window and wish that you saw somebody? Well, you might be lonely. You need this pill. And then, you know, maybe we could like change the chemical makeup of the pill. So maybe like we'll have one that makes you shit, and then we'll have one that clogs you up. So if you get too shitty, we'll have another pill to fix that for you, and it'll also help you not be lonely because of some other fucking reason I'll just pull out of my ass that some statistician made up anyway, because there's no science involved in any process that we do on the fucking human society, and it's just so fucking mad, cat crazy out there. I'm gonna be rich. Anyway, I just took a shit all over Nick's chair. I hope he sees that when he gets home from his wild fucking goose chase. Nick, hope you don't die out there with that product that I made. It's a piece of shit. I fucking... Fuck you. Anyway, fuck all you guys. Fucks you in the morning. Fucks you in the sewer. Fucks you all afternoon. This is Zindu coming to you from Nick's chair in the sewer, and I'm out. Later. Fuck you. Bye.
Most often, if you have a poor system, it is made up of people who maybe haven't done a lot of introspection. We cannot solve the world's biggest problems if we haven't conquered our own demons.
Hi.
This is Ryan King. I'm calling you from Accident Claim Solutions. How are you doing today?
All right, I'm doing pretty good. What's going on?
Actually, this is just a verification call about compensation money regarding an auto accident that happened within the past 2 years. Do you remember when someone hit you and that was not your fault?
Yeah, I was driving my Chevy down the FDR while your mother was blowing me. She was rubbing my balls, tickling them really deep, and I swerved a little bit. Some guy hit me, but I still blame her. Hello? What's your mom's number? She won't call me back.
It's hard to be honest, man. Honesty's not the greatest thing to be. It's just no one wants to hear, yeah. Especially a woman, you know, she don't want to hear that. Because men, it's hard for us to love you and like you at the same time. It is what it is. Once a man loves you, he no longer likes you usually. So I'm going to give you some advice, ladies, on how to keep your man liking you once he loves you, if that's possible. This is what I think. Men want to be alone, but we don't want to be by ourselves. Does that make sense at all? Meaning, really, look at this guy looking at his wife like, not you, sweetie, but sort of you, kinda. We want you somewhere, like, in the dwelling, just not here, like just like around the corner, in the vents. You can sit in the vent, I don't care if you want to watch me, but in the on the roof, anywhere, but just not in front of me, trying to be my friend. What you doing? What you doing? Watching baseball? Why you watching baseball by yourself? How come you didn't get me up? You snuck out of bed. Why'd you didn't get me up? I want to watch baseball with you. What you doing? Why you down here by yourself? Move over. Move your leg off that ottoman where it's comfortable so I can sit next to you and wrap my leg around your leg and some weird I love you hot vine. Move over. Give me your arm. Give me your arm. Give it to me. Let me give it. Come here. Give me a kiss. Mean it. Mean the kiss. You love me? Say it. Say it. Mean it. What you doing? What you eating, a hamburger? You shouldn't be eating a hamburger at 11. It's too early to eat a hamburger. Let me go make you a better sandwich, a turkey sandwich on 47 grain bread with no mayonnaise and bean sprouts. Tastes like rat turds and twigs. Ain't that better? Ain't that better? A dry sandwich you don't want? Ain't that better? Why is the TV so loud? Well, turn it down. Ain't that better? Can't hear the TV, got a dry sandwich you don't want? Ain't that better? Why is it so cold in here? Why is the ceiling fan and the air conditioner? Turn it off. Ain't that better? Sweating, wrapped up into a hot vine, can't hear the TV, got a dry sandwich. Ain't that better? Why is it so dark in here? Let some sunlight in. Ain't that better? Can't see the TV, can't hear it. Hey, I gotta go, man. Y'all take care, man. Thank you very much.
Scientists just figured out why cannabis smells like a skunk's butt.
I didn't vote for Trump. I don't stand for anything he stands for, but I can't wait to see him debate DeSantis. That shit's gonna be great. That's like watching Michael Jackson go up against a Michael Jackson impersonator. You know what his nickname for Ron DeSantis? He calls him Ron DeSanctimonious. Ron DeSanctimonious. That's a big word for him, though. That's a big word. Sanctimonious. It's a 3-letter word. I gave him a 10. I said, keep the change. DeSanctimonious. That's his name. See this guy? He's got a D in the scent. What is this?
maybe I'm wrong, but I'm just guessing that whatever it takes to terraform Mars and move 1 billion people there so that we're a multi-planet species so that one planet does not go extinct from an asteroid, whatever effort that is, that's probably more than what it takes to deflect an asteroid.
God, well, it's an invisible person and he lives up in heaven.
How much longer do you see Christianity lasting?
I wrote 3 historical novels in the 1980s, and one of the most disillusioning things I found out was that Voltaire, that paragon of reason and skepticism and caution, Voltaire had a period in which he thought the Catholic Church would be gone in 20 years. That was after they dissolved the Jesuits. Later they allowed the Jesuit order to reform, but when they dissolved the Jesuits, he wrote an ecstatic letter saying the Catholic Church is falling apart, it will be gone in 20 years. Considering how persistent the Christian virus has been, I don't see any hope of eliminating it in the near future. I just hope for more and more amelioration, like the First Amendment over here and the similar laws in other advanced industrial nations which prevent the Christians from burning us at the stake, which they would do again. The minute they had the freedom to do it, they would do it, you know. As Nietzsche said, it's not their love for us that keeps them from burning us at the stake anymore. It's the impotence of their love. They don't have the power to burn us at the stake. But if they could save our souls by burning us at the stake, don't you think our souls are worth more than our bodies? They'd burn us at the stake again as soon as they had the right to do it. So as long as we have some protection, not much protection against them, the virus will go on raging indefinitely, I suppose.
One single corporation were to get a stranglehold on a vital product or a raw material, uranium, for instance, which might be vital for the national defense, and then would refuse to sell it to the government, then what?
Under a free system, no one could acquire a monopoly on anything. If you look at economics and economic history, you will discover that all monopolies have been established with government help, with the help of franchises, subsidies, or any kind of government privileges. In free competition, no one could corner the market on a needed product. It is an intellectual issue. Since they all believe in collectivism, they do favor it.
Remember when pride was a sin? Although that is merely a factual statement, because under the old rules, applicable even a decade ago, pride was a sin and had been recognized as perhaps the cardinal sin for thousands of years previously. To the woke authoritarian moralists who now insist, for example, that we celebrate Pride Month, not hour or day or week, but month, and who have literally called it Pride Month instead of LGBT plus month or up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
Beetlejuice, what do you think of the energy crisis? What do we should do about oil prices?
Oil prices, we just put it down like $2.50.
Right, $3.50, that's it.
Just set a price.
$3.50 a barrel?
Oh, $2.50 all gas a tank.
Right, and then you'll be done.
Yeah.
My son so dumb, IQ 21. He tried to make friends, but they call him Ching Chong. He eat the wonton, but he felt like Kim Jong. He's so ugly when he smile, he look like the King Kong. My son useless, can't play ping pong. He tried to get a date with the girl so young, but she said hell no, cause he not the handsome. And my son so broke, can't buy the dim sum. Yeah.
You want to keep more of the money you earn? I'm afraid that's very selfish. We shall want to tax that away. You want to own shares in your firm? We can't have that. The state has to own your firm. You want to choose where to send your children to school? That's very divisive. You'll send your child where we tell you. Socialists don't like ordinary people choosing, for they might not choose socialism.
Have you ever felt out of touch with reality? Delusional, even dissociated at times. As if the walls were to come closer and closer, crushing your bones, leaving no space to breathe. Have you felt this empty void inside? No light, no fear, no love, no emotion. Numbed out, longing for a pinch, to snap out of it and never fall back. Some of us try to cover up the darkness in their hearts. They pretend it doesn't exist and they try to live on. But once felt, it never truly leaves you. Not being able to stand the neglect, it eats them from the inside out. Others choose another path, they embrace it. They learn to utilize their flaw and manipulate others into thinking that they have the power, when in reality, we're in control. Breathe in. Breathe out. Give in. We're in control. We're in control. Have you ever felt out of touch with reality? Delusional, even dissociated at times. As if the walls were to come closer and closer, crushing your bones, leaving no space to breathe. Have you felt this empty void inside? No light, no fear, no love, no emotion. Numbed out, longing for a pinch, to snap out of it and never fall back. Some of us try to cover up the darkness in their hearts. They pretend it doesn't exist and they try to live on. But once felt, it never truly leaves you. Not being able to stand the neglect, it eats them from the inside out. Others choose another path, they embrace it. They learn to utilize their flaw and manipulate others into thinking that they have the power, when in reality, we're in control. Breathe in. Breathe out. Give in. We're in control. We're in control.
clock, Tiggy. Put your hands on the clock, Tiggy. Put your hands on the clock, Tiggy. Put your hands on the clock, Tiggy. We're in control. We're in control. Put your hands on the clock, Tiggy. 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 Put your hands on the clock, Tiggy.
Have you ever felt out of touch with reality, delusional, even dissociated at times, as if the walls were to come closer and closer, crushing your bones, leaving no space to breathe? Have you felt this empty void inside? No light, no fear, no love, no.
Well, I don't know what the fuck's going on. There's no sign of any trees here. I don't know when the scientists told me to leave the sewer. They didn't send me the weapon. I don't see any trees. I don't see any god darn agro tossers. What are they called? Agropelters? Agropelters. There's none out here. I found this old can of Modelo down here though. So let's open this up. Let's see what's in here. Now, we could also let's check the phone lines. Are the phone lines open? All right, the phone lines are open. Let's see if there's any. Oh crap! See if there's any voicemails here. Looks like there's a voicemail right here. Let's listen to this voicemail. Hi, voicemail.
Hello. You have no voicemails from me, but I'm here in person, over the phone, I guess. It's me, Stillwater, again.
Wow, this is really convincing voicemail.
Thank you. I've been practicing. Anyway, I've been thinking a lot about this. So, I'm kind of deconstructing the Agropelter. Agro Now, what does aggro mean in video games? Well, if you're pulling aggro, it means that you're the one that attacked the enemy NPCs first, and so they're going to attack you.
Yeah.
And so we're looking at lumberjacks and that kind of thing, who are, I guess, kind of aggroing trees and other aspects of wilderness. You follow me?
Yeah, they're aggroing the Ents. Ent aggro.
Ah, yes, you got to the next part of that. So, determining a weakness for that, and as long as we're going with Batman terms, because Batman doesn't ever want to like kill anything, but as a last resort, the biggest weakness, I think, is fire.
You can kill Batman with fire? I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, no, not Batman, but the Agropelter, because trees are susceptible to fire, and obviously the Agropelter has a kinship with trees. Therefore, if you're encountered by the Agropelter, it's best to have a flamethrower.
There's actually a story about that, though.
Well, color me intrigued.
There is.
Go on.
Well, there was a lumberjack. I think it was in Texas or something. I forget exactly where it was. He's cutting down trees. He didn't want to die because he heard these stories of the Agropelter in the trees. He knows how they throw things at him, and he had the same idea as Batman, as to burn down the tree because what the fuck is he? No tree, no Agropelter, right? So he started to burn down the tree, but the Agropelter would not die. He said that he saw the Agropelter become engulfed in flames, and then he saw the Agropelter. He was like holding this like he was holding part of the trunk of the tree, and a rock shot out of it. It shot out of his hand, and it went flying. He said that he saw the rock go flying over like a grassy knoll and hit somebody in a car right in the back of the head. It was.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So I don't know. Fire might cause more damage than protect you. It's hurting other people.
Well, fire might just pull more aggro. You know. I mean, maybe that's the thing. Maybe safety in numbers. Have a full party, get a tank that can pull the aggro so that the, attack per second, people can do damage. And then, with a healer or two in the background. But that's getting too video gaming.
Caller, have you been playing any video games lately?
I started playing Tactics Ogre.
Oh.
For those of you not familiar, it's kind of like someone decided to take the concept of chess and apply it to an RPG.
It's kind of like a Super Nintendo game.
Yeah, it's also very similar to Final Fantasy Tactics, and I love those games because no matter how perfect you level up your characters and the best gear that you have, each battle still takes about an hour long, and you could still lose any battle, no matter how awesome your guys are, just because of the tactics. There's things like terrains to think about,
Yeah, I
anyway,
beat that one on Super Nintendo. Yeah. That was a great one. That was a great game.
Yeah.
I haven't tried the remake yet. One day.
No, I've been playing the Tactics Ogre on the Switch, and it plays beautifully. I haven't encountered any glitches, which is always a plus. And I like the voice acting. I love the purple prose. It's like purple prose is like the these and thou art whatever's, and I like that when it's done well, and so I've enjoyed that. And And there's different points in the game where you can make a choice to go either in one direction or the other direction, where you'd like choose to gain political power but do something evil, or do the right thing and then get fucked over by the political system. And I like that aspect of it. And overall, I haven't beaten the game yet, but so far it's a solid 8 out of 10. It's a tasty one. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Baldur's Gate Part 3?
I remember the first Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
In which that one was cool because that was one of the early games where, as an RPG, typically like all the NPCs, like in towns and stuff, are static. But in that game, if you wanted to, you could attempt to murder everyone in a village, and it would happen. And it might be game stopping, but you could do it.
Baldur's Gate 3 is very much like that. It's a tactics game as well. It's a beautifully constructed game. I do not know how the developers made it, because there's about 30 different ways you could accomplish. You could beat a mission, and it could have a different outcome that combines with another outcome. It must have taken forever. It did take them a long time to make this game, but it's really
kind of like the Dragon Age games, but more so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
The other day I was playing...
and also Baldur's Gate is Swords of the Coast connected, and that's Dungeons and Dragons, which we are both avid enthusiasts for.
I still got to see the movie. Did you see the movie yet?
I haven't seen the movie yet. I haven't had a chance to go see a movie in fucking ages, dude. Last movie I saw in theaters was Mario.
Oh,
I liked it.
You went to the
and
theater
I wanted
for that?
to see the D&D games, but then I had to work too much.
I want to see a movie called
right?
Talk to Me. There's like a horror movie called Talk to Me, like from A24. It's supposed to be good. It's like a monkey paw in the modern day or some shit movie. Don't know, but I want to see it.
Actually, Nickelodeon already did that premise way back when I was a little kid. The very first episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark was basically just a
monkey paw,
late 80s, early 90s version of the Monkey Paw story by Edgar Allan Poe.
Now that we're talking about the monkey paw, I think I've heard that the monkey paw was actually from an Agropelter. It's not a regular monkey. It was an Agropelter.
Like it came from something that was pelted from the Agropelter?
Yeah, it was a stolen Agropelter paw.
What?
Because that's why it's so magical.
That's a game changer. I didn't know that the Agropelter pelted cursed items at people.
Agropelter pelts cursed items. It's a personal peeve. Pew pew.
Okay, I think that's why the catcher's mitt is even more, because you can catch it and then possibly throw it back. You throw the cursed item back at the Agropelter, curse goes on the Agropelter.
You know another really good game I've been playing lately? Quake 2. Just had
Quake 2?
Quake 2. They just made like a re-release of Quake 2, which sounds...
What?
How
did I miss that? God damn it! I've been working too much.
If you own Quake 2 on, I think, Steam, it upgrades by itself. Check it out. It's an amazing upgrade. It's mwah. I played it for like 5 hours last night. I was loving it because I played Quake 2 a shit ton when it first came out, and this is just a beautiful recreation of Quake 2.
That's amazing. I love it. I'm glad to hear some good news in the world. You know, it's all been doom and gloom and everything's clown world, but god damn it. At least something's going right, you know?
This has been a very great year for games. Also, today, I don't know if you ever heard of this one. I want to try it. Armored Core 6 just came out. I don't know if
Armored
you know
Core 6.
Do you know?
I'm
have you
not
ever played
familiar with
Armored
this
Armored
franchise.
Core
Please
was,
introduce me.
It was on. It started on PlayStation, the first Armored Core, and I played it, and my friend had it too. And it was like one of the first games where you could hook up two PlayStations together to fight each other. It was wild shit for like back in '99, and you could pretty much pick every part of this robot to like make like a robot warrior, and you would fight each other. Armored Core was great, and Armored Core 6 looks like
Kind of
it's
kind of like a custom Voltron in a sense.
Well, it's one robot. Voltron was like when 5 robots combine or some shit.
Well, yeah, I use Voltron and for lack of a better term, I guess a custom Terminator, I guess.
It's kind of like fast-moving battle. It's hard to even explain. It's just hopefully Armored Core 6 is as good.
Oh, like a smaller, sped-up Gundam.
Yeah, it's kind of like Gundam. Yeah, you could say Gundam.
Oh, okay.
Like a custom robot Gundam. I don't know if there's any pilot in them. I don't think there's pilots in them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember way back in the day, I heard rumors that they were going to try to do a live-action version of Evangelion. And anyone who's familiar with the source material for Evangelion, there's no fucking way that America is going to allow a live-action version of Evangelion. Yeah, so I heard that rumor back when I was still in high school, back in 03, 04. Still hasn't happened, so I don't think it's gonna. Yeah, Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Sir Dr. Mike Crocs plays Quake 3. I'll take
Really? Oh, cool.
We should have a sewer death match.
Ooh, that would be cool. Yeah, I know that sometime later this winter, when everything is like dead around the restaurants and the bars, me and some of the other people that work at bars and restaurants in town, we're gonna do a Nintendo Switch night.
Oh, cool.
With Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, and that kind of thing. You know.
How many players?
I encourage people to play video games with a bunch of people, but in the same room, not online, but in the same room.
Local co-op is great.
You know.
If you have 4 players, I suggest you pick up a game called Duck Game. Duck Game is really fun on the Switch.
Duck Game.
Yeah. Check that. It's like you all play as a duck, and you get weapons.
Oh, is that the goose one? Where you gotta hide the rake in the lake?
No. This is a 4-player game.
Okay, that's a different.
It's kind of like Smash Brothers, and you fight each other, but you all have like 1 hit point, and the maps are like load really quick, and you just like try to shoot each other, and you run around. It's really chaotic, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, Duck Game is very fun.
Nice. That sounds awesome.
It's only 4 players. There's other versions of Duck Game. It has like up to 6. I think it's Towerfall is another one, but Duck Game is good.
Mm-hmm. Another good one is that Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge game.
Yeah.
You can get a bunch of players on that, and oh my god, that game has actually gotten me laid. Like, I will bring my Nintendo Switch to a bar, and I'll be, playing that game by myself, and some chick will come up to me and, hey, what you playing? And I'm like, guess what? We could play this 2-player. And then an hour later, I'm back at her place, ruining her sheets.
Wow. Now that's an endorsement for fucking the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game right there. If I've ever heard one.
I am patiently awaiting my check from Nickelodeon.
I guess they do own it now, don't they? Man, video games are great.
Oh my god, I love video games. Yes. Wait, what were we talking about before?
I forget.
Okay. Well, anyway, Good luck finding Sasquatch or whatever. I'm gonna go play some Ninja Turtles because he kind of got me jonesing from some Ninja Turtles. I'll keep listening because I could play Ninja Turtles and listen to Nick the Rat.
Well,
you kidding me?
You could, yeah, I guess you could do that too. Oh, also, Vampire Survivor just came out with 4-player mode. I gotta try that. That should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try that.
Dude, you're gonna have to give us a report on that one.
Yeah, I will. I'll give you a report on that one as soon as I can.
Yeah.
But thanks, caller.
I'm still waiting for good Vampire the Masquerade game. Since like after Bloodlines,
There was a new one coming.
Yeah, I love that game because the very first NPC that you meet after that cutscene was voiced by the guy that does Bender and that dog from Adventure Time. Really? And then the rest of the game after that is fucking great. Vampire the Masquerade. Yeah.
I did not know that.
I keep hoping to see that one on the Switch store. But honestly, I think that they should make a totally new game, but with the same spirit, and where you pick a vampire clan, and then you start from there, and then you got missions, and you gotta keep up the masquerade.
Well, actually, it's from Paradox. Paradox is a pretty good company. Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines Part 2.
Yeah.
It's they just June 7th they updated this website. When is this game coming out? I've seen videos for this for a long time.
I know, I do too, but Half-Life 3 confirmed. Yeah, I have my doubts as well.
I definitely do as well. It's it doesn't look. It looks We'll see.
And I'm not trashing on Steam or Valve because I loved both of the Portal games, so I'm not saying that they're slacking because those two games are so fucking bopping.
Definitely one of my favorite games ever is Portal and Half-Life as well. Also, the Starfield's coming out. I don't care too much about it because Fallout screwed me over.
Oh yeah. The Fallout TV show. We just stopped getting any news of any sort from that.
Oh, they filmed. I saw them filming. They filmed it actually right near the sewer.
In fact, you were one of the great contributors to the Fallout news. But it's dropped off. I haven't heard anything.
I had a picture of dog meat. Kyle MacLachlan's in it. I can't wait to watch it.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. But they must be keeping it tight-lipped, Oh
yeah, it's really,
especially with the rest of Hollywood in a frantic right now.
Yeah, everything's
because they're caught in an Ouroboros cycle. Especially when you look at the whole Snow White thing, Hollywood really is a snake eating its own tail.
It needs to, though.
In a way, yeah.
I was talking to my friend. He works for Disney, and
I didn't know you were friends with mice.
No,
that's so sweet. Look at
that.
that. There's no racism here. We all get along.
They need to just make stuff, and kids, your childhood doesn't matter to them anymore. They want the next generation of children. So even if you're like, oh man, they ruined this movie, kids don't care because they don't know what they've been robbed of.
But I would counter with this.
Yeah.
You still need to know how story structure works. You still need to know how character arcs work. And you still need to know
it's the same story.
How to do good dialogue.
It's the same story. It's just altered.
Yeah. Yeah, just story structure, character arcs, good dialogue. I mean, those are the basics.
Somebody else in the chat.
You can break it down even more if you want. There's beginning, middle, and end. If you go into Aristotelian, his whole thing on poetics, which was about storytelling, but really,
it's not fair.
That whole sense of story structure and caring about the story and the characters first is completely lost on Hollywood. And I think that the writers in Hollywood are kind of getting what they deserve.
Yeah, agreed. It's all a shit show.
Yeah.
It's
holy cow.
Everything happens for a reason. It's not if Hollywood writers were amazing, they would be the ones that have all the money and would be buying like the fucking producers or whoever is the asshole in this situation, the movie production companies. It'd be
And
like,
also, I think that a really good writer will be better than any AI script. Because a good writer has a real-world experience and a compassionate understanding of people and how people function in daily lives, but also understanding the right kind of characteristics and struggles that a hero has to overcome in an extravagant way that still kind of makes sense on that real world level. Like really good writers still know how to do that. But Hollywood, they forgot about it. You know, they're like, hey, we got to get these, we got to be inclusive, we got to push these politics, and then we got to lazily hit these beats. And that's why all these Disney movies are doing a fuck ton of reshoots and shit like that. And it's like, dude, come on. How many reshoots did the original Star Wars have to do? I don't actually know, but I'm guessing it's none. Because
movies
George Lucas had the story at the beginning, and the only changes that they made throughout was basically dialogue. Because George Lucas sucks at dialogue.
Everything's for the streaming services now. So TV seasons are different now. Movies are different now. The things that people want are. It's in a state of flux right now. I think I don't think we're at where we should be at yet. It's gonna keep changing a little bit more. It's gonna be. I don't know. I don't fucking care either. Just
I think it's gonna go a little bit more towards that that TikTok NPC thing for a little while, and then there's gonna be a breaking point where everyone realizes that all that is bullshit, and then like fucking Shakespearean plays will be a huge hit again, but not like remakes, but the originals. And then after that, we'll just start working forward from there. But instead of just repeating the old stuff again, maybe some of the studios will be like, "Hey, let's try a new idea and see if that works."
They'll be.
I mean, Barbie was a hit, and you know, I didn't expect that to be a hit. I didn't see it, but I heard it was awesome.
I'll watch it one day.
Yeah, I will too. Hell yeah.
But there's still good media out there. Like there's really good stuff being made every now and then. It's just you have to wait for the right director, or the right actor, or the right like Nicolas Cage could carry a movie. Even like a shitty movie could still be fun if Nicolas Cage is in it, or
well, yeah.
If David Lynch directed
not every
a movie
can have Nick Cage in it. Come on.
Well, not every movie could be.
He's only
everything.
one man.
Exactly. It's that. That's why, like, the writer's strike is more about like it's kind of like the McDonald's workers of writers that are getting fucked. It's like, well, you know, I wrote this cartoon.
Well, I've always thought that the writers at McDonald's were shit.
Yeah. It's a job. It's a job. There's a union. There's stuff happening. But
I go back to what Dvorak was once said about his historical cycles, and we're in kind of a dark ages as far as movies and TV shows and pretty much storytelling medium and music mediums. We're in a dark ages where kind of most of the, like there's a few good things, but most of it sucks. But if we can get through this hump, we're going to see another golden age.
Maybe. I think it's always going to be. I think we're at the. Everything is shit and everything is really good. Like there's a shitload of really good stuff and there's a big shitload of really shitty stuff, and I think that's just how it's like a swirly mishmash, and you just have to use your judgment to navigate it.
Yeah.
Find what's good.
Hey, maybe we should write a movie.
Well, yeah, that's what you should do. If you don't like what's out there, you should always create. You should always do something, and make stuff.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then you
anyway,
die.
I'll let you go. Good night, Nick the Rat. Good night, Sewer Chat. Good night, No Agenda Stream. I love you all. Have a happy go fuck yourself. Love you all. Bye.
Well, happy go fuck yourself. It's weird. It like hangs up twice. Why is it hanging up twice? Is there another person there? What's going on here?
Biker Gang Joke, Part 8. And the bartender says, hey, everybody. Look, old Kevbot here just bought you all around. And people on the bar, everybody says, Kevbot, you ain't so fucking bad after all. Let's fucking buy you a beer. And everybody says, no, I don't think so. He said, no. And they said, why not? Why would you let us buy you a beer, sir? And one of the guys next to him, the old man, said, come on, man, just fucking let us buy you a beer. What's the matter there? Why won't you? You don't drink or what? Cowboy says, nah, I don't come here for the drinking. That's mint. Somewhere else.
Whoa. I was just listening to that voicemail, but while I was listening to it, I was flipping through X. Twitter's dead. Adam Curry's right. There's no way X is going to survive for another 5 years. Say in 5 years from now, it's over. Whenever I'm looking to use X or I see X there, I think it's like I have a weird porn site tab open or something, and I'm like, oh, I gotta close it. I feel dirty whenever I see like that big X. I'm like, yeah, I gotta close it. Now, I didn't really like Twitter, but the whole marketing with the bird and all that shit, it kind of just worked. I know it was run by assholes and shit, but marketing with the bird and all that shit, it kind of Caller, can you lower your pants to around your ankles?
Hold on, let me slap my dick on it. Oh, there we go. Oh shit, my zipper. Oh man. Hey, Nick.
Caller, thank you.
Nick the Rat?
Thank you for the skull, caller.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Thank you for giving me head.
Hey, Nick. Well, you know what they say, the old saying, turn around is fair play. Ha ha ha. So we'll do that, what's it called? Coup d'etat? Oh, no, fuck. There we go. My Latin is rusty. Quid pro quo. So, yeah, turn around is fair play. What are you wearing, Nick?
Every now and then I feel something.
I mean, keep singing. Go ahead.
When I drop
I'm working on something.
Turn around.
Nick the Rat is serenading me while my arm is pumping. Oh, yeah. Hey, Nick.
Hi.
Happy 400, you son of a rat.
Thank you, caller. Thank you so much.
What are you wearing, like a special birthday suit or a 400 episode suit?
I shaved 400 on my belly hair.
Oh, wow. You shaved off 400 pubes. That's kind of cute.
It is?
Pictures or it didn't happen.
Caller, do you think X is going to survive?
I think it will survive approximately as many characters as it contains, which is a singular. Or you could consider it a Roman numeral, and then what is the X is 5, V is 10.
See, there's the problem. There's the problem right now that the government can't use TikTok. Because TikTok is probably like the main news source for people today.
TikTok news?
Well, yeah, that's what the news is. And the government can't have, there can't be, the White House can't be on TikTok. So that's the problem right now.
Federal devices are banned.
But TikTok is the messaging system for the people of Earth currently.
Let me tell you a story, Nick. Oh, no, it's not September or October yet. Never mind. Carry on. What were we saying?
I was saying that there's no trees with holes in it around me. And I still did not get my chainsaw.
Well, you know what you need to do then? You need to get your little wood out and start drilling a hole.
Like some maple syrup?
I mean, use your little drill that your God equipped you with, or Mother Nature, whatever you want to call it, and get to drilling. Tap that root.
Caller.
Hello?
Caller.
Yes?
I have some questions.
I have some answers and some misdirections.
All right. You probably will not know the answer to these questions. There might be...
I probably know the answer to every question, Nick. Why would you doubt me?
I doubt you because I think that I have questions that can't be answered, and I think it proves that we live in a simulation.
I might agree. Carry on.
All right. Bugs. All right. We got... Let's just look at one bug. Let's say the mosquito.
Still edible.
Edible. Okay, so in how do mosquitoes they leave for the winter and they come back in the summer?
Well, what do you mean leave?
Well, I'm trying to say
you're presuming hibernation?
I don't know. How long do mosquitoes live? I'm trying to say bugs' life cycle is so short that shouldn't they all be dead?
Well, it is my belief. I haven't studied. I'm not an ornithologist, I believe. Not a bug scientist, and haven't really delved into that, but
well, like a fruit fly,
yeah,
they only live for
essentially
a week, right?
Sorry, go ahead.
Don't fruit flies only live 2 days or something?
Approximately correct. But if you have a glue trap, they live even less.
So how are they all not dead yet?
They propagate I was going to say rabbits, but I guess they propagate like fruit flies, Nick. Have you ever seen two fruit flies fucking? They basically connect their asses. So you have a long little fruit fly, double the length, essentially.
Fruit flies? But fruit flies come out of nowhere.
They're extremely easy to swat at that point because they're sitting there, getting their thing on, and
caller,
it's
check
just
this out.
Ew.
Call this. Have you ever had a fruit fly in your house?
Yes, I'm a gardener. I have fruit flies in my home multiple times a year because, sitting fruit or vegetables in the window to ripen, and it attracts those little rascals.
Where is it attracting them from?
From outdoors.
But there's no fruit
their
outside.
Garden, their compost.
So they eat other stuff than fruit?
They'll pretty much eat anything they can land on.
but they only go to your house when there's fruit there. Like, well, I live in the city. Okay, there's no.
They need an adequate supply before they basically lay their eggs, ensuring propagation. If it was just a small smear, or like you wiped a sugar spill on your counter, it would still attract them, but they would not lay their eggs on the residue that was just smeared and dried up.
Okay, but
they would sense the sugar, but they wouldn't lay their eggs there.
I live
like
I live in like
Pepsi.
a sealed.
I like the flavor, but
I
they're
like
not
live
going
in
to
a
lay their eggs.
sealed off tunnel, and there's no flies at all in my tunnel. But if I leave a banana or like a lemon sitting there for a day, they come out of like nowhere. They like magically appear.
Now you're delving into some deep shit. This is where Go ahead.
I think this is a simulation. I think bugs are fake. There's no way bugs
Fake
could live.
as in
The fake as in that their life cycles are too short. There's the weather affects them too much. Like mosquitoes get confused if the weather's like 60 degrees. So anywhere that there's 60-degree weather won't have mosquitoes. But then the next day, if there's like then they're back. Then they magically come back. And where are they going?
Well, have you ever seen a fruit fly in your refrigerator or freezer?
No.
They basically, if they make their way in because of some thawing cycle, they can be frozen in a suspended animation. And when the temperature gets right again for them to, or like you open the door or you pulled out the dildo that you were freezing in the back, then you're digging through other stuff and they thaw it out just enough that they could reanimate, essentially. Because you got to consider, from wing to wing, they're only like 2 millimeters. So they freeze through pretty quick. So you're essentially looking at cryogenic freezing at a small, minute scale. So they're actually capable of, like I said, reanimation. And quick but long-term cryogenic-ish type freezing. That doesn't answer everything, but it's a start. And nothing that a little vinegar spray bottle couldn't stop either.
The only bugs that might be real, I would say, are ants.
What about grasshoppers?
Actually, no. Ants, they live 2 years. Ants have the same life cycle as rats. That's insane.
Well, depending on the rat.
Rats
but
only live
that's
2
another
years.
story as I spoke. Hold on, I need a vape.
And a queen ant could live 15 years. Why? These bugs aren't real, man. I'm saying bugs are from like a weird reality. They're just not. 15 years. Why do some ants live 15 years and some ants live 2 and rats live only like 2 years? Life is weird. This shit doesn't make sense. But we keep going on like it's all like hunky dory. Like, hey, yeah, one ant could live 15 years. Who cares?
What type of ant?
A queen
Are we
ant.
talking those little piss ants?
No, a queen.
Or are we talking carpenter ants?
The queen of a colony. Their life is 15 years. Worker ants could live 7 years. What is this? I thought they'd... But then there's the bugs that only live like a day.
Kind of specialized in the ornithology or the bug sciences in his biology major. I'll have to quiz him on this to get some more in-depth information there. But
all right, well, a fruit fly is 50 days. It's like 3 months or whatever. They got a 3-month life cycle, or 2 months.
What's that?
A fruit fly has only lived 50 days. So
That's quite a bit. You said two or 48 hours earlier.
Well, I don't know what I'm smoking.
I don't know what you're smoking either, Nick. Flash it for the camera.
What insect?
What are you wearing?
Only
Show us those
lives
nips.
48 hours. I don't think there's an insect that. Oh, the mayfly. How long does the mayfly live? The mayfly
so if you
only
have
lives
fruit
24 to
flies
40.
and a glue trap or a UV light that would attract them, preferably with a zapper, because, nothing is more satisfying than hearing a little pop, pop,
All right, so
pop when they hit the electricity, pop.
the mayfly still exists, and its lifespan is only 48 hours.
Okay.
We live in a simulation.
What about the crane fly? It basically looks like a large mosquito, but it's not. It's a crane fly. They actually help with pollination and such.
What does that have to do with anything?
I mean, it's a crane fly, but it looks like a giant mosquito. People see it, they're like, holy shit, it's a mosquito! Ready to suck my life out. But it's not. It's just a crane fly. They're vegetarian, vegan, essentially.
Do they land on you at all?
Pardon?
Do they land on you?
I mean, it depends. Did you dip your cock in honey?
Not really. Sometimes. Feels good.
Yeah, that's kind of a waste of honey.
Very
Use
viscous.
Vaseline instead.
Very viscous. Well, we got those lantern flies over here. I've been stomping on those motherfuckers.
Well, what about kissing bugs? Oh my God. Have you seen kissing bugs?
No.
You drive through the South, and they're essentially butt fucking like the fruit flies. They connect their arses, and that really, really discombobulates or slows down their flight. So the light pattern of your headlights attracts them, and their discombobulated, warbled flight puts them directly in the path of your car, and you end up with like 1,000 of those fuckers on your grill if you're driving in the South.
They're big.
Not fun.
They're ugly.
You gotta clean that shit off.
I like bugs.
For breakfast?
For lunch and dinner. With rocks.
I mean, you're a rat. Why not?
Did you know that I have to go?
One time, I was talking to your mom, and she said the same thing.
Roxy Lawith, talk to the universe. There's too many creatures out there breaking the laws of reality. These bugs and stuff. Then there's another thing that's really confusing. In your body, there's electricity. Is that how your heart beats? There's a what they call it, like bioelectro bullshito. It just seems how does a mammalian body generate electricity? Like it just seems like fake. It just seems like unreal. Which it is. Life is very unexplainable and insane. Well, your heart beats. Your heart beats from the electrical pulse comes. Does it come from your brain? Is your brain generating the pulse, or is it like your entire body is generating an electrical pulse? It's fucking strange. Where's this goddamn fucking Agropelter? And pelt me with another Modelo, thank you. It's AI. I was talking to my friend about AI, and something he said really just bugged me out. He said that you could install it on your phone, like Chat GPT 5 or whatever the fuck it is. You could install it on your phone, and it doesn't need the internet to answer your questions. And he explained it to me a little bit, and I kind of got the grasp on what he was saying, but the fact that it doesn't need the internet to give you an answer or to reply to you, that really seems very odd. I still don't believe it. I gotta see it in action. I want to put one of these AIs on my phone and put it in airplane mode and see what happens. Because if it actually could respond to you with airplane mode on, I would think that's weird. Because, the AI is not contacting all these websites it's not doing live website lookups. That's how I understood what he was trying to say. But it just doesn't seem, seems a little bit weird. A little bit weird. Let's see if there's any more voicemails. Oh, fun stories for news. That hot dog guy got killed today. Who he worked for the Wagner Group guy, Patagonia. What's his name? Pierogi, the hot dog guy. He was working for the Wagner Group, and he was a hot dog salesman, and then he started killing people, and he was killing people for Russia, and then he tried to kill Russians, and then he got sent to Africa, and then he died on an airplane. That shit's wild.
Hey, it's the biker gang joke 7, part 7. And so the biker boss asked us, hey, anybody want to let this fucker use on bike on this fucking bed again? This guy ain't too bad, considering the past experiences. Yeah, I didn't care about it. I'm on one of you fuckers. You got about 15 bikes out there. Hell, if I can't do it this time, I'll let you fuck me in the asshole all night. And that's it. And one of the big boys said, hey, you can use mine. A couple of them started raising up. Hey, you can use mine. Everybody said, hell, if I can't do it this time, I'll let everybody fuck me in the asshole all night, right in front of the bar, on top of the bar. One of the people in the back said, I've seen him. I've seen him do it. So they gave him the keys, and he jumped on that bike and made sure the ramp was nice and sturdy because there ain't nobody mess with it. And got on that bicycle, boy, and hauled ass down the road and stopped, turned around, and gritted his teeth, squinted his eyes, clenched his butt cheeks, fucking hammered down on that throttle, kicked it into gear. He started screaming down the road towards that ramp. Dust fucking cloud, huge. You know what I mean, Kevbot? And, man, right before he fucking hit that ramp, something happened, man, and he just fucking, well, you fucking know what happened, dude. That's the end of the stories, boy. I'm fucking tired. No, I'm just kidding. He just didn't have enough power, and he hit, and he crashed into the building, just landed on the roof, and came back down. They're like, oh shit, I'm sorry. And they're like, well, he said what you was going to say. He said, yep, I'm there my word. And let's go. And they went in there, and everybody fucked him in the ass all night. And when it was all over, he walked outside into him. It's different wilderness. And that next weekend, Kevbot returned to that bar Saturday night. He walked through that same door he had walked through the three previous nights. He said to the bartender, bartender, buy a round for everybody on me.
Spaghetti Lord 1010, lose your mind. He's an Agropelter for sure. All right, everybody. Well, I didn't find any Agropelters. I didn't get my god darn fucking chainsaw. It's a bust. It was a bust. Episode 400. So far, it's new territory. It's a big number. We're in a new big number. We're gonna be changing some stuff around the sewer constantly until I find the nugget of what Nick the Rat Radio actually is. So you gotta look. You gotta keep looking for it. You gotta keep on sanding down the diamond until you got that one atom left. And that's when you're done. But I'm not there yet. I still got a lot of fucking shit to file off this piece of shit. Phone lines are closed. Maybe. No, we'll open the phone lines. Hello, caller.
Hello, it's Stillwater again. I'm sorry to bother you for a third time, but I do not think that this episode was a bust.
Cheers.
Yeah, I found this episode very rewarding.
You learned a lot.
I think we all did. We learned a lot about the thing tosser and about video games and movies and the state of the industry. You got a skull in the mail. This is a dynamite fucking podcast.
You know what? I think you might be right.
Of course I'm right. I'm not always right, but this time I know I'm right. Holy cow. Is it another excellent clip blitz that you threw at us? Oh my gosh.
Do you want to hear one more story about the Agropelter?
I would love nothing more. All right, hit me with what you got.
This one happened in 1915 in Nevada. The story goes like this.
Okay.
There was a lumberjack who worked for a big company, big lumberjack company. I think they were called like the Fat Hards or something. Fat Hardy's lumber company. But they were a big lumber company down in Nevada, and they were chopping down trees. This guy, the Big Jim, huge dude, big axe, fucking chopping trees down left and right, like they were like not even there, just knocking them down like they were bananas. One night, yeah, he wanted to make some extra money, so he was out in the he was working late. And he was like, you know what? I gotta make some extra money. I gotta cut more trees down while nobody else is here. I'm gonna come down, make some more money because he got paid per tree he cut down. It was late.
Sure, he's burning the midnight oil. Yeah, he needs to get that extra cheddar.
3 o'clock in the morning or so. I guess the story went like this: like he had a wife at home, and his wife was wondering where he was. So she came out to the lumber field, and she saw him cutting the trees down at 3 in the morning, and then she heard this weird noise. It was like, as they described it in the book. It was something like that. So that's probably how the Agropelter sounded.
Sort of like a... Yeah, it's a...
Kind of like, yeah, a little...
Yeah. Okay.
She was
okay.
there. She heard this. She reported.
Yeah.
She wrote this. She had a diary, which was actually lost. They found it burnt to a crisp, ashes. They couldn't read it, so good luck with that one. But she was at the site, and the guy was cutting down trees. She startles him. She's like, "Wah!" He's like, "Wah!" And then the aggro fucker threw like I think it was like an axe handle and hit his wife in the head. She's bleeding profusely from her face, and Big Jim he's swinging his axe. He's trying to chop down the tree before the Agropelter can do anything else. And then the Agropelter takes a shit all over her. He shits on her. He throws a giant turd on her.
What?
Yeah, this is what he said. And then she died.
Wait. So the aggro tosser took a wild shit on her?
Uh-huh. He's known to shit the feces flinger. They were going to call him the feces flinger.
That's horrendous. Oh my gosh. I know people who would pay thousands of dollars for that experience. And he gave it away for free?
Well, yeah, I know. We could you give me a call a little bit later after the show. We could talk about it.
Gee.
Yeah, let me know.
You know my joke about the chick tea, of course. But yeah, man.
Well, caller, would you like to say goodnight to the internet?
I would love to say goodnight to the internet. Hello, internet. Sewer chat. No agenda stream. Know that you are loved.
You are. You're loved. Not by the Agropelter, though. He fucking hates you. He's a piece of shit. He'll kill your... It seems like he likes to kill your wife a lot. So if you're married and you're a lumberjack, be careful. And remember, the Agropelter is a great alibi. I mean, 9-1, we're done for we'll be back next week with more Nick the Rat. I hope you had a good time. I know I definitely did. The last song of the evening is called Gracious, which I am for 400 episodes. I'm very gracious. This is by Aaron Astralwing. We'll be back next week with more stuff. Oh, there might be another voicemail. Is there another voicemail here? I think there's one more. Let's play this voicemail here. Good night.
Hi, Nick. I love you. 400 more strokes, baby.
More Wolfbane. More effective than Wolfbane, Count. Indeed. What is it? Who is it, Martin?
It's that big gray bat again, sir.
There's no use of wasting your bullets, Martin. They cannot harm that bat.
Well, I fucked this up, didn't I?
No, sir.
He's crazy.
What's going on?
They're all crazy. They're all crazy except...
Oh, I was supposed to start
no.
from here. Maybe I could edit this out. Hold on.
Cannot harm that. Wasting your bullets, Martin.
Big gray bat again.
Wait, it's supposed to start here.
What is it? Who is it, Martin?
It's that big gray bat again, sir.
There's no use of wasting your bullets, Martin. They cannot harm that bat.
No, sir.
He's crazy.
They're all crazy. They're all crazy except you and me. Sometimes I have me doubts about you.
Yes. Don't kill